What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. says that he wants to face Oscar De La Hoya in the Golden Boy's comeback fight. Combined wins 105, combined losses 15, combined age 100. What's going on with boxing? Wow. Now, I think Roy Jones Jr. would love the opportunity to fight Oscar De La Hoya, and I've always wanted to see these guys go toe-to-toe. I know Roy was a lot bigger. Roy, at the time, I think he was at 160 when Oscar De La Hoya first went to 140 or 147. So it was a huge size difference. But I always wondered if Roy decided to cut weight to go or to meet one of these guys, the smaller superstars, at a catch weight, like Bernard Hopkins did De La Hoya, what type of fight would that be? You know, I wouldn't see and put anybody over Roy at the time. Not De La Hoya, not Sugar Shane Mosley, none of those guys. Because he was just so quick, so fast. He was so powerful, you know, for a smaller guy. I mean, he was just putting these guys to sleep. And if he was still able to carry that type of power going down in weight, he would be one dangerous guy. And I always said way back in the day that if Roy wanted to, he could drop weight and kick every ass down there. But these guys, of course, are a lot older. De La Hoya is 48. Roy Jones is 52. So, you know, it's one of these things where we are getting fights that we thought we would never get. That's the silver lining in it. Now, what quality fight would we get? Well, I've seen De La Hoya on the mitts. He looks very good. He looks just as fast, you know, and again, he's not 50 years old. Close to it, but he's not 50 years old, you know, and he really surprised me on the way he looked. He was shredded. I was telling a good friend of mine about how shredded De La Hoya looked, even at the age of 48, that he's been secretly doing a lot of exercising and training with a lot of people not really knowing what he did or how he did it. Okay, now he's just decided, like, hey, here's a reminder. This is what it is. Well, we've seen Roy Jones in action use his speed and his skill to survive, basically, against Mike Tyson. He did throw some shoe shine punches here and there, but a lot of times he was just moving to try to tire Mike out and all that. But I think with Oscar De La Hoya, I would love to see those guys fight just because of the styles. De La Hoya throws 1, 2, 3, 4 combinations, kind of similar to Amir Khan. It's just he leads with a hook a lot because he's a normal left-hander. So, but he fights orthodox, so he likes to throw a lot of those punches and sets the left hooks up with the right hands. But he likes to throw fast, rapid 4 or 5 punch combinations, which have always been devastating to fighters. Ask any fighter that got in range of the left hook. Whereas Roy Jones Jr., Roy Jones has the straight right, unorthodox, over the hand right, leaping left hook, triple left hook, quadruple left hook. So these guys coming in to fight again, I hope it happens. Nothing has been official, but Roy Jones does call out Oscar De La Hoya for an exhibition bout, being in the legacy circle of fighters that was resurrected. Of course, I have a voting poll, so I want you guys to check out and to vote on that poll, and we can do a live stream about Roy Jones Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya coming together to make a possible fight. You guys tell me what you think about these two matching up. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.